All right, we're cooking. What's up? To sign my life away. They want my firstborn. They want my social security number. What do they want? They just want me to sign for something? Is that it? Doug? So is there anything I shouldn't say, should say? What's... So they'll be here 20 minutes. Okay. Sweet potatoes. Now, do you eat these sweet potatoes? That didn't sound like an enthusiastic, like, oh yeah, like I eat these sweet potatoes all the time whenever they're here. So more or less the regular, it's like smashed potato. Because I got a chipotle chicken thigh that I made, and what would you rather have, sweet potatoes or the smash? All right, smashed potato. So, cold water. Can you see? No, you can't. Shit. There it is. There we go. So, cold water. And then turn it up. Nice and simple. Let me get you back over to the cutting board. And I don't know if you can hear. I don't know if anybody can hear. Let's experiment. We're trying. Hey, what's going on? I don't... Can you hear? But we got some sausage cooking. Oh, perfect. We're gonna make some burrito. So eggs. Is it backwards too? Yeah, so I'm using my front facing. Oh well. Oh, everything's backwards. Is it? Yeah, whatever. What was the comment I just got? Smash it on a flat surface? Is there any shells? No. It's flat surface, shell. Look at that. Now always wash your hands after cracking eggs. So, you see this? A little salt and pepper. A little salt, a little pepper. A wire whisk. So this is a breakfast burrito we are making over here. So we got this still cooking. I guess I could use another camera right here. It's an experiment. We're figuring it out. But we have that. There's no eggs. We've got to cut some peppers. So cut these peppers. Well, one. Now, see the edge, we're gonna keep all the seeds in here, so watch this. So you're gonna slice the top and then get the edges. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then all the seeds are trapped inside of here rather than all over the cutting board. Because then from here you could easily slice it right down for your dice. And for me, it makes it just easier that way, I think. And so we got some dice. We're gonna put that here. Throw a little bit more. Let that heat up. We're gonna put the eggs over here. Actually, let me relocate this. Let me show you what we got going on over here. Oh, that works. As long as the fan is not too loud. So you can see peppers, onions, sausage. Before I make the mistake, let's throw some oil. And then let's add the eggs. And you don't want to move that, you want to keep that cooking. Based upon what we were talking about. All right, so now that we have here, don't want to mess with this. You can see how it's starting to cook up a little bit here on the edge. You want that to turn yellow before you start messing with it. So don't mess with it. And now you can see, perfect. And so we are scrambling these right here and just moving it around. Probably got it about a medium temperature right now. So nothing too crazy. Let that cook down. And over here we have some potatoes. Let me show you. So we're making some smashed potatoes. And you want to do those in cold water. You never want to boil those potatoes in hot water because then it will stick and then all the starches start to mold together and then it doesn't give you like a good smash crunch potato. Yeah. So let me get you back here. Alright, so we're sticking a little bit because I'm not moving it. But then now everything's starting to come together here. Throw a little bit more pepper because why not? And you could just eat this by itself, right? You don't even really need much of anything else but this. Well, we're gonna wrap this in a burrito, in a tortilla shell. And you can see that this is almost done. You Let's see. And being that we're going to bake them and freeze them, we're going to continue to cook these just for about 30 more seconds. And then let's bring it over here. Look at, oh, what's up? How's this? Crush, filter. I can filter this. What the hell is going on? Creator tools, start a pool. Oh, here we go. Here we go, cookies or brownies. Start a poll down here, and if you vote, I'll start baking it. Whatever you think, whatever you want, whatever gets the most votes. And I'll let you know that we got butterscotch. We have premium white, Heath. So, cookies, brownies, let me know. We'll make it after I'm done with the rest of this. So, let me get you back down here. Let me wash this. Actually, I'm gonna dice these peppers. Dice the peppers, and then from here, let's make a barbecue buffalo. I don't know. What type of flatbread you feeling, Steve? You feeling buffalo? You feeling barbecue? You feeling sausage? What are we feeling? Buffalo? Buffalo it is. So now, what with buffalo? What veggies do you like? Like green like I got orange peppers here. And do you like it with the chicken marinated in the buffalo sauce, or is the buffalo sauce as the base? As the base, and then have the regular dry chicken? Okay. Run out of room here. Shit. Okay. Move these. Here. Move this. Alright, so now we gotta assemble. Can we see what's going on? We got our egg mixture. Perfect. As I look for the wraps, what the hell do I do with them? Oh, they're sitting right here. So I'm using these Carb Balance. And this should probably make 4, I'd say, 4 of these. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, and what's the best camera angle right here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Get you down here. Eye level. Perfect. So get. So it's about 3 ounces. Yeah. And so I add a little bit of cheese. Nice little sprinkle, I just made these pickled onions. So I don't even know if they're ready yet. They're not ready yet. But they're going on anyways, whatever. Like they kind of have, they're not bad. Yeah. And that's pretty much that right there, right? So, tuck. And then you bring it all the way over. Bring it all the way back down. Roll it up. Nice and simple. Same thing over here. I can probably throw a little bit more. Here, here, bing. Here, let's throw some more. Might actually have two more. 2, 3, wrap. You know what? I might as well make one for myself. Oh. Alright. So then we have here. Here, wrap, boom. And then look at that, meal prep. Breakfast done. It's as easy as that. Am I getting any votes? No, nobody likes me. Nobody wants a vote. Oh well. Then I'll have to choose. So now we're just gonna wrap these. Look at these, perfect breakfast burritos. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So you have to wrap them in foil so that they stay alive in the freezer. And get it by the corner. Can you see this? Let's see, corner, wrap, edge. And now these are easy because then now with this, don't microwave this. You can put this straight in the oven. 10 minutes, if that, while you're getting ready in the morning, while your coffee's cooking, nice and easy. Perfect. So we'll put these in the freezer. And these should keep for about a week, I'd say. They ain't gonna last that long. And I would see, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make sure the air's out. That's it. So now we gotta clean this up a little bit. Grass, what's cracking? Can you hear me? We just got done cooking breakfast burritos. We are about to do, after I wipe this down, a buffalo chicken flatbread. And I think I'm backwards because I'm using my cell phone camera portrait mode. So yeah. Clean this little station down real quick. Perfect. Oh, you can hear? Oh, this is awesome. Now, let's just get started. Let's do it. So we need butter and hot sauce. Nice and simple. Frank's Red. And how did I do with my butter? I already have a half opened, what is this? About a half a stick. This should suffice. So, half a stick of butter. I'll probably use all of this Red Hot, which is probably about a fourth a cup. What we'll do is we'll just add it into a pot. And this is just a simple buffalo sauce. You could do this, wings, fries, really anything. Just making sure, dump all this stuff in there. And then depending on how much hot sauce you're putting in there is obviously how hot it's gonna be. If you wanna tone it out, more butter. But best rule of thumb is kind of doing half and half. And you can see like what we have right here. Not too crazy. Now how I like to do this is white pepper. A little bit of sprinkle of white pepper. A little bit of onion powder. And some salt. And that's pretty much, that's it. We're just gonna set it over here. And this really takes 2 to 3 minutes because you're just trying to melt everything together. Once it's done, you're gonna see that it doesn't actually come together. And so you have to use a immersion mixer or some sort of blender to kind of put it all together because it is a butter and a sauce, so the oils and the water don't really mix that well unless you blend it together. So let's see, I have my famous immersion mixer with the little blade right here. It's actually for cocktails, but whatever. I use it for sauces. If it works anymore. Yeah, so we'll get this ready. And let's bring it over here so we can see. We got this buffalo sauce. You can smell it too, right? It's only, yeah, there it is. You can see it's slowly starting to melt together. Should probably get a camera that angles up on top, but again, this is an experiment, so I appreciate you even just being here. Once we get it all figured out, we'll do this more regularly and yeah, get it all figured out, make it fun. But you can see it's starting to come together a little bit now and staying right over it. Obviously I'm now giving myself like a peppered facial. I'm basically gassing myself, so don't recommend standing over this. Oh, we do have a vote, cookies or brownies. What do we got? Brownies. Ooh, okay, okay. That's what I was thinking anyways. Now we're boiling. I'm just gonna mix this around a little bit. You can see it's slowly coming together. It's turning that orange color, right? And this could be a way that if you don't have a mixture or an immersion mixer and you're trying to make a buffalo sauce, you could do this where it's hovering right over the heat and you're just spinning it and kind of stirring it to get it back into that consistency, or else if you let it boil out, it will just separate, right? So I'll do it this way. Is that somebody at the door? Hello. Hey, hello. Come on in. We got this. You can see that's all said and done.
How's it going?
I'm well. How about yourself?
You're cooking up a storm in here, huh?
I'm trying to, you know.
It smells good.
Well, it's buffalo sauce and it's probably spicy right now, so I want to get real close to it, as you might just napalm yourself for a minute.
All right,
so
sounds good.
yeah.
How's Steven do today?
Truth. All right, so let's make this flatbread. So I'll bring you back over here. We have somebody over here that I don't know, but whatever. This is what happens when you cook for a client. You're here. How do I get rid of this pull? It's just like on my screen the whole time. Whatever. Brownies it is. I'm ending pull. There it is. Yeah. Now we can see. Yeah, you ready?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll read through these real quick. Back here, number 3, there's one. Authorization for alternative communication. Communication is complete contact. Okay. Back here, your agreement. I understand for your time to receive employees and contacts. Making and able to provide education services. Are you able to agree without agreement? Responsible. Authorized here by hereby release paid and discharge out of work prepared. Its officers, directors, students, as well as employees, successors, assigned employees, releases. From any and all liability claims, demands, actions, causes of actions arising out of the any loss made. I mean, sustained by the commission, care, location, designated for location, is also prepared. Mike.
We can't sue you guys because that's not part of. That would be. That would make sense. All right. That is stale. Shit. But we got the good one. we are making the buffalo chicken flatbread, and I might have to run back to sign some papers because, yeah, because I am, I guess, a caregiver. I'm a chef, I'm a trainer, I'm a caregiver, I'm a yoga teacher, I'm a Pilates teacher, I'm a fucking marriage counselor, I'm a, you name it. That's just what it comes down to. You ready? You need my signature?
Not yet. I'm gonna write your name in. And then,
Oh.
how do you spell your last name?
So it's Venuti, Venuti.
Relationship is just a price, right?
So you can see how this separated?
And I have his phone. Maybe I have your phone number in my office, but not your
It's
phone number.
yeah. So it is 412 551 That's
For Steven. And I, the caregiver, patient designee, I'm willing, able, and freely agree without permission, I'm responsible for providing the patient civil care and may also facilitate authorized care by an alternative caregiver who may choose. And there's your case of business.
right in my hands.
I've got
Oh shit! Pizza till you die.
this one is. Hereby give authorization to the update of patient's information, including the following those: voicemail, text messages, postcard reminders, letters, messages.
Wow, we're gonna send a carrier pigeon to your house to let you know that Steve needs some help. Yeah. Do you need my signature there too?
I believe so.
Okay. I don't know if I. Yeah. I mean. Yeah, this is saying you guys can just contact me, correct?
As far as I know, I've never seen that.
That's good. Yeah. It's a Friday. Hey, I'm getting ready to come over there. But by the way, Steve, you know that tube that you didn't tie up tight enough?
And then right here, you should get this one at the bottom. I really don't know.
All right. Where were we? Oh, I gotta blend. We gotta blend this together. That's right. We gotta blend the buffalo sauce. Because if you see, I don't know if you can really even see that. Let me show you this. Because this is important. Oh, I can switch the camera. Like I said, this is new. Oh, yeah, I can. Look. So you see how that is broken? This is why you need to blend it with the blender, with the immersion blender. So I'm gonna show you, and this is every buffalo sauce, right? Because that's butter and that's a liquid. So it's an oil and water. We know that that does not work together, but once we blend it, it will. So let me show you. Get you back here. And you don't want me buzzing this off, so I'll show you the finished product. right, and then now it's a miracle. Look at that. It's back to, it's together. And that's because we blended it with the immersion blender, or else it just wouldn't work. So let's make our buffalo chicken flatbread. You can see, so we're gonna use the base. Do you still need any signatures or anything?
I will in a minute here.
All right, let's do this.
Alright, so I'm sorry for the top ones, but or if you could have one, just have one. So scarier, scarier. This is. This one. Here, so there, initial that. Yeah.
I gotta get mine. Honestly, that does sound like something I need. All right, we are back. So, every flatbread that I make, sorry, I am signing my life away for one of my clients. So, I do, every base is a garlic, oil, salt, pepper base, and then I throw the stuff on top of it. And you could really just use that base for really anything and just build upon that. I just find that my years of cooking as a pizza chef at the restaurant, we always did a olive oil, or it's like more of like an olive oil, canola oil blend with basil, and then we did garlic, salt, and pepper, and that was the base for every one of our pizzas. And we were actually on the Food Network for one of the best pizzas. So look up the Church Brew Works and look at their old pizza. It burned down many years ago while I was kind of managing it. But yeah, let's make this. What are we doing? So getting some olive oil. I'm getting some salt. Getting some pepper. And I like using the garlic out of the jar, like, to be honest, because I'm lazy. It's really that simple. That's pretty, yeah, that's actually all it is, because I'm lazy. So I use about a tablespoon or a teaspoon, because I like garlic. And we're just rubbing that around the sides, back and forth. And you don't have to get too crazy spreading this here, because as soon as we put the buffalo sauce on, it's gonna help move this all around. So you can see our buffalo sauce is still together. It's breaking a little bit, but nothing too crazy. But I'm just doing a nice little strip all the way down, and just trying to really soak it in. And then let's do another one so that it doesn't get all over my damn cutting board. But this is the buffalo chicken flatbread. This is a flat base, nice and simple. Ah, nice and simple, right? That's the base. And so what I do have is this rotisserie chicken that I just picked up. So how I'm gonna do that is I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit on the top. And me, I never like putting the toppings on top of the cheese. I like burying the toppings, because when you cut it, you don't lose all your toppings. Maybe you lose all the cheese in the toppings. I don't know, but that's how I've always done it. And then we're gonna use these peppers. And then you know what? I want to see some green here. So let's cut up some green onions. And then from here we could sprinkle that. Look at, get some color pop to it. And then it's either cheddar or mozzarella or both. So I got some mozz. So some fresh mozz, like that. And being that I am meal prepping this, I don't want to cook it fully. I want to cook it halfway. So I got a 350 oven. Oven. Putting this right on top, sliding it on. Look at that. You can see nothing too crazy, but very tasty. Let's give that like 8 minutes. And then if you were here earlier, you will know that I have some smashed potatoes cooking. And so these potatoes have been boiling in cold water. Well, started in cold water. And now what we are looking for is that a fork goes right through it, which they do. It's perfect. And we're gonna use these for smashed potatoes. So let me show you how we do that. Let me put you back over here. Where's the strainer? I don't know. This is always the thing when you're cooking at somebody else's house, you don't know where everything's at, so you're just like kind of opening up doors, hoping like it's like, where's Waldo? Doesn't make sense. I'm losing my fucking mind. Winner. Alright. So we gotta dump the hot water, and then we're gonna run that pot. So once we dump the water, we run the potatoes under cold water. You can use your faucet. It's nice and simple. Watch it. This might be hot. It's actually very hot, but screw it. Ooh. That's the thing when you're cooking. You're always giving yourself like steam facials. So I'm always just right into the mix. End up having no eyebrows, barely any arm hair. So those are completely drained. We're gonna cool these. I put them back into the pot. We're gonna cool them under cold water. You can see, you wanna see something typical Pittsburgh. It is snowing. Crazy. It has been snowing all day. and it's gonna be snowing all night. Then I gotta go see a client at 6:30 where we gotta train. So me being a personal chef and a personal trainer involves me cooking for 4 or 5 hours, driving to another client where we're training and I smell like whatever the hell it is I just cooked, and then going home and then not wanting to cook dinner because I've been cooking all damn day. So yeah, well, that's the life of a chef. And you ever notice that too, of people who have worked in kitchens, if you've worked you know, in any type of service industry, you know, you're cooking all day, you don't want to go home and start cooking again. It's like, fuck, this is exhausting. You don't want to do it. But oh, I turned the water off. All right, so we're letting that cool down. We're gonna let that cool, and then we are going to smash our potatoes. So the seasonings I like to use for these potatoes are salt, pepper, garlic, salt. Nice and simple. So salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic, salt, and then we're smashing these potatoes. The thing is, you have to put them back into the oven. And now that I got all this stuff going, I'm talking to you guys, I still have that flatbread in the oven. Don't let me forget about it, because if it burns, I don't want to have to make it again, because I only got one more shell, so I'm not trying to make it again. But you can see that buffalo sauce that we made, it's still holding up. I don't know, the shadows, yeah, I'm gonna end up spilling this all over the floor because I have no idea what I'm doing. Eventually, in a couple weeks, I'll figure out how to get a camera up to the top so you can see down. Yeah, and by all means, let me know what you would like to see, because I just want to get more involved with the community. So let me know any ways that would make it look better. If you would want more of like a top-down approach, if you would want more of like me cooking it, chopping like this. Let's build it together. That's what it's all about. So we have that. What else can we make? What else do we want to make? I got the brownies I still have to do. We have the smashed potatoes. Oh, make some wraps, some turkey cheese, easy snack type of wraps. I already did my chipotle chicken. I already did, the hell else did I do? I don't even know. But yeah, we kind of got that going too. So let's get back over here and see what's going on in here. So you can see I could smash these. They're a little cooler. It's actually, that's perfect. Oh, grass, I appreciate it. It's the first live stream cooking that I'm doing. Well, first one of this year. I don't even know really what the hell I'm doing, to be honest, right? I've always been making videos and just never had a chance to kind of connect with some of the viewers and some of the people, because I really don't know how to get my personality off on camera whenever I'm making just random videos. At least something like this, I'm real time, I'm not following a script. This is who I am, this is what we're doing. You're in the kitchen with me cooking. So and I think it's fun. I don't know, I like it. So we got these smashed potatoes. Why am I bringing it over here? Let me bring you back over here. And so now these are some smashed potatoes. These are gonna be how you're gonna pretty much make potatoes forever. I'm not gonna lie. And only I say that because it takes a little bit of time, but if you like tater tots, it's a little bit healthier than tater tots. It's something a little extra. And I think it's just, it kind of goes with everything. Steak, chicken, seafood, you name it. These smashed potatoes can come in handy. So let's get to it. So we have have the potatoes. Potatoes are here, and these were soaking in cold water. And you, again, look at the consistency, right? Is that you could smash this real easy with your fingers. Now you don't want to, because we want to smash it on the pan. So how we're gonna do that. Let me get this pan out. Non-stick pan, right? Make it nice and easy. And fuck it. Just dump them all out on here. And so now this is when it gets fun, because you have all these ones, they're rolling all over the place. What the hell do you do? Just smash them with your hand. I'm actually using like this part, the palm of my hand, because you wanted to keep them together.
Thanks, yeah.
Hey, not a problem. Hopefully that works out better for you guys.
I
And
think so. We appreciate it.
yep,
Have a good one.
yep. And you're just doing this over and over until it's all said and done. But you can see I didn't season it yet because I'm waiting till it's all smashed, because we want to smash, or we want to season the inside of that potato, not just the skin part. So it's almost like you're doing some sort of CPR to these potatoes. Yeah, so now we're smashed. And then now you get a little bit of olive oil. Go around the top. And then do another little shake. Kind of get everything coated. And then now you're at your own discrepancy, right? You could do salt, pepper, garlic powder, however you really like your potatoes, but I like mine salt, pepper. I'm actually throwing some white pepper on there because it's here. Why not? And then, I don't know, this looks good. It's backwards, but it is crushed red pepper, oregano, and garlic. You can get these at the spice store. Boom. Put that over top. Shake it up. And then now that's ready to go into an oven. And we're gonna cook that at like 420. And then this is the flatbread. And see, cheese is barely melted. It's still hot. All right. So we have this, what do we do? It's an hour. We have the smash potatoes done. We have a, what else do we need? Oh, we're gonna do the brownies. We need to, I don't even know. What else are we doing? Give me some ideas. What are we doing, chat? Oh, here we go. Got some salmon. frozen. So let me bring it down here. All right, so we got some salmon. Now what to do, what can you do with it? As you can see, still got the skin on. Still actually kind of frozen. What is this, in a pound? So 3/4 pound of salmon. We're gonna do a little, let's do a salmon bake. So let's make a nice little glaze for this. Wash my hands. We got the potatoes cooking. Flatbread is out. We're letting this cool down before we cut it and kind of store it for cooking later. We have our buffalo sauce still holding together. See that? And then now this is why you save. This is why you immersion blend your buffalo sauce. And then now we got to do something with the salmon. Is this gonna fit? That's not gonna fit. Is this gonna fit? There we go. So how I like to do this, it's always a little bit of salt and pepper. But we're doing a maple mustard. Since I'm looking at maple syrup right here. Yeah, let's do that. Maple mustard. So, how we're gonna do this, let's get some maple syrup in a little container. And that right there is probably 2 tablespoons. Yeah, probably about 2 tablespoons. Yeah. And then we got the Grey Poupon. We'll add about a teaspoon of that together. We'll make this little mustardy glaze. You can see this is kind of coming together. So I gotta find a better way. If I feel like I tilt this, I'm gonna spill everything. You can see it's viscous enough that you want it to stick. Let's just make sure it's, damn. All right. You know what? Let's put a little spice because I like spice. Little crushed reds in there. So, we already have that. Yeah, we do. So, we got the container, and this is going to be a salmon bake. So, little piece of foil. I'm actually just pushing it inside of this glass container. And so then I'm just going to add my salmon right to the foil. Get rid of this. And then now, let me see if I can, so you can see what's going on here. So then now, I'm gonna get my glaze and just kind of massage it on top of the salmon. I'm almost trying to rub it necessarily in, and make sure you check your salmon. Make sure there's no bones, there's no rib bones. So when you go to eat it, you're getting stabbed in the throat. So then now, pour the rest on. I'm gonna add some tomato. And these will be blistered by the time they're all done. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is just more or less for spice. Now this will be cooked in 1 to 2 days. I wouldn't recommend keeping this for longer than 3 days in here because then it's just gonna go bad. But we're gonna get some garlic, throw that in there. We have a shallot. We're gonna throw this in here too. Figure out what the hell I did with my knife. Got it. So then we get our shallot. We'll sprinkle that around. And that's pretty much it, right? So then now, all you have to do, fold up the edges, make a little tent, fold up the edges, and you could just plop this whole thing right in the oven, 325, 8 to 10 minutes, and it's all said and done. It's really that simple. Wash your hands. Now what? Oh, let's clean this up. Need to put a lid on that. And these lids are awesome. You can see like snap, snap. Come on now, can't beat that. What time is it? Brownie? Yeah, let's make the brownies, why not? Alright. Guess we should clean up this area first. You don't want the cross-contamination, right? I think that's, you see that all the time when I'm watching these meal prep videos. You got all these people never washing a goddamn thing. And then they wonder, they don't even tell you that they get sick 2 days after it, or whenever they're making pasta and you don't see them cool it down. You go, what the hell? Or at least for me, I'm like, what the hell are you doing? I know you're gonna be getting the shits in no time after eating that, so don't even lie to everybody. But yeah, hey, that's not what we want to do. We want to have sanitary workstation so we don't get sick. And so with that, let's clean off the workstation. As I'm spraying. You ever use these things? The thing keeps spraying whenever you're spraying. It's like you spray it once and it just keeps going. And then my whole hand sprayed. My Apple Watch is now covered. All right, so let's look at the flatbread that we were cooking. And so you can see that Is it gonna show? Yeah, look at that. So that's all nice and cool. You can see it's not totally melted, right? Because we are gonna be cooking it later. So that's gonna be good. Now let's check on our smashed potatoes. Yeah, now I don't recommend doing this. My hands are just burnt and blistered over, so I don't recommend just going in here touching it right out of a 400-degree oven. It's probably not the best thing to do, but yeah. So those still need a couple minutes. And yeah, let's go ahead and get ourselves together. So we need flour. This is Bob's Red Mill. It's always, I think it's the best. So we got our flour. Let me back this up a little bit. Oh shit, I'm losing you guys. All right, so we're making brownies. So we need our flour. We need our containers. We need our measuring containers. And if we're doing anything with flour, you need to sift it. And so, where did I put that? This is always a good rule of thumb, right? Whenever you're doing any type of recipes, always gather your ingredients and basically your utensils first, because you don't want to be running all over the kitchen looking for stuff whenever you're like knees deep in a recipe. And it's like, oh my God, I'm blending something, but you don't have the eggs or you don't have the sugar and you got to run all the way over here. You got to do all this. Gather all your ingredients first and then proceed to cook. Makes sense, right? So, getting everything. We got the sugar, we got the brown sugar. And I'll tell you what, I don't like using sugar substitutes. That's what it comes down to. I like sugar, sugar likes me, and sugar likes us all. But not too much of it, because sugar, flour, cocoa powder. Cocoa powder. Baking powder. And what the hell did I do with the salt? Oh, salt. So salt. I guess we do we have eggs anywhere? Okay, eggs, bingo. I feel like I'm losing my mind because I got so much shit right here. All right, so we got eggs, the baking powder, the butter, the brown sugar, the flour. I need the sifter. Hell. What the hell? All right, so we are making, Jesus, can I get any more room here? Yeah, there it is. So how are we gonna do this? So now that we got all the ingredients, now we need to remove all this stuff to get some space. So I'm using 2 bowls because I Actually, I bet I could just use one. Let me just use this one. But like I was talking to you before, get wax paper, and that's what you're gonna sift your dry ingredients on, is on the wax paper, because you're gonna do it about once or twice because it still isn't quite sifted after the first time, and you'll see what I mean once we kind of get into it. All right, so let's check on these potatoes, because I definitely don't need a 425 oven to burn my brownies. So these are the smashed, and you can see got a little bit of a golden brown on the bottom. That's what we want. God damn, that's hot. Now that my hand's burnt, we still got anybody in here? Oh, we got one. Okay, cool. So let's keep it going. So we're making the brownies. We need to set it to 350. So we are at 350, and we are getting 3/4 of a cup of these brownies. So so 3/4. I'm gonna have to do this 3 times. So I only have fourths. So 1, 2, a little bit more, and 3. And you see how it's like all chunky? I don't know if you could really even see that. That's why you sift it, right? When it's like that, the whole reason you're sifting your flour and any type of dry ingredients is to get rid of that chunk. So I'll show you whenever we start doing this. So now we got 3/4 of our cocoa powder for our brownies. Now we need 1 1/3 cup. So I'm gonna use, you never scoop into the flour. Always pour your flour. So I need 1 1/3 cup. I think that's only a 1 cup. Yeah, 1 1/3 cup. So we're pouring. And this is definitely gonna be over. Let's see, am I good or am I 1 cup? Shit, I suck. So we still need another 1/3. Now that's 2/3. All right, so let's pour some of that back in there. Make sure it gets all over the place. That's a 1/3. So now we're pouring it in the sifter, right? And then now we need our baking powder and our salt. So baking powder's here. What do I need? I need about like I use a 1/2 teaspoon. So 1/2 teaspoon of the baking powder. And being that we're sifting this multiple times, it doesn't matter if it's on the top, the bottom, you know, it's, just put it in there, just don't forget it, or else you ain't, it ain't going anywhere. And 1/4 teaspoon of salt, so that's just a little sprinkle of salt. And then just sifting. And I'm not sifting right on the counter. Remember, this is a piece of wax paper that is down here. And the reason for the wax paper is so that you can pour it right back in. And look, see how there's like all these little chunks? That's, yeah. you could even see here, it's not fully blended, right? Still see a lot of white, still see a lot of, it's not completely immersed. So then with the wax paper, we get our bowl, put that back into the bowl, and then with the wax, we put it right back into the sifter. And do it one more time. And then now this is gonna make sure everything is completely covered and together and combined. And we'll dump all that out. That sounds great. All right, and then we have, what else are we doing? So then that's our dry mix. We need our sugar, so we will be this is already warmed sugar or room temperature butter. Three-fourths of a cup. Huh. I don't even know if I have enough butter. Huh. Let's see. Do I have 3/4 of a cup? This doesn't. I think this should be enough. Let me double check and see if I got any more butter. What am I doing? Got butter out the eggs. All right, so need about one stick's a half a cup. And I need 3/4 of a cup. So 4 tablespoons is 1 cup, or 1/4 of a cup. These things always confuse me. But we gotta get our butter. And being that this is straight from the fridge, it's not gonna be the best to work with. So how you do that is you fill up your container that you were just using with flour or whatever with hot water. So I got my hot water. I'm literally just dropping this cold stick right in there. In about a minute or so, it will soften. I mean, I could always microwave it. I got a microwave right there, but I'm just trying to be cool and show you something new, because why not? But we need 1 2/3 cups of sugar. So while that's going with 1 2/3 cups of sugar, and so let's pour that right over top. It's a little bit over 1. it's 1 cup. And then 2/3. Did I make that perfect? Would you look at that? All right, so then let's check this butter. And like you can see it, right? It's already squishy. And being that it's got wax, it's butter. Oh well, right? It's not gonna totally melt in your water if you don't, well, if you keep it in the water, it's gonna melt in the water. So what we're doing is we're trying to soften it, right? That's the whole idea. We're not trying to melt the butter in the water. But we got our sugar, we have our butter. I'm probably gonna need to stick another one in there anyways, just because. And then make sure you don't have all the water, because now I put 2 in there and now water is just pouring out the edge. Shit. Yeah, so watch that. And see, now this is already softened. And so what I'm gonna do, you can see it, drop it right in there. Let this one soften up a little bit. And these are the brownies. So we have the chocolate stuff. We already have the dry ingredients already done. We're just creaming up the sugar in the butter. And so if I need 1/4 stick of butter, or a half a stick, I should say. And this is already ready for me, so we'll throw that extra half a stick. And you can see, I mean, it's melted, it's not, or it's softened, it's not melted. It's a difference when you're trying to use butter in baking. So we have the butter, we have the sugar, and then now we need to bring it together. So I like to use 2 tablespoons of water with this, in saying that we have this little buttered water. What's up? What's that? Why don't you come on to this side of the camera? What? So, we got our butter water. 2 tablespoons of water. Which will be 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'll throw a little bit more in there, why not? Alright, so that's cooking there. And so then now we gotta mix this together. All right, so now let me get this together. Oh yeah, Kitty? Alright, so we have the eggs, we have that. We are what else are we gonna do? 2 large eggs. How do I do these? 2 large eggs. 1 and 2. Let's blend this together. And you can see sugar, butter, egg. And I'm just blending it together with the mixture or with a hand. I don't like to blend it with the hand blender. I just think it kills it too much. I think it overdoes it. So that's pretty much that, right? So yeah, let's get a pan. So actually we need to put this, where's my dry ingredients? All right, so the dry. And then we're gonna put them together. What do I have? A client texting me. The snow didn't stop. Oh. Might get lucky. So we got to put these together. So probably should have used this bowl because this is a smaller bowl. I'm going to try, actually, you know what, whatever. So we're going to add a little bit of the flour mixture, stir that together. And what I found with this is that, especially with making brownies, is like almost the thicker the batter, the more cakier the brownie's gonna be, or more chewy the brownie's gonna be. The more liquid, the cakier the brownie is. I'm just dumping this all in here, whatever. The reason they don't want you dumping all this stuff in there is so when you start stirring it, it all goes crazy. But you could get away with it as long as you're gentle and you're slowly just bringing it together and not just going in there starting, yeah, just bring it together. And you're just folding. You could always do it easier too, is just go buy the box and just have it done with. Or if you're trying to be fancy, you do it like this. Alright, and we're slowly starting to turn into a brownie mixture. I'm actually going to throw a little bit more water in here because this is like a little too dry. There it is. Now we're getting somewhere. That's how you know it's too dry when the thing comes apart. So some more. Throw some more water in here. And honestly, I would put vanilla. That's probably what I'm missing. All right, so I think this thing's officially just broken. Let's see. Let's get something to stir this, right? All right, so here we go. Now this is better. Oh yeah. And see how this is like really thick? You have to put some like elbow grease into it. That's how you know it's gonna be a cakey, chewy type of consistency. I'm actually gonna get a little bit more water in here because I think that would be a little too much. So, get some water. Yeah, this is better. Now, you know, I don't recommend this, but yeah, perfect. All right, so then now we got the mix done. We just need to prepare a pan, cook it. How could we do that? What pan do we want to use? So we got a 13 by 9. All right, yep, 13 by 9, prepared. And so preparing a dish, I always like to just get the butter. And honestly, if I didn't just throw away that wax paper, when you're done using the butter, you use the edge of the wax paper to prepare your stuff, to prepare your pan, because it has just enough butter on there. But since I threw that away, I'm just going around the sides, preparing the pan. You can see, just making some zigzags. That's like my handwriting. I'm gonna get a paper towel and just kind of rub this all around the edges, top. And that is a prepared brownie pan. So let's dump. This is so thick. You gotta get every last little bit. Damn, this spatula sucks. And then we'll spread it. Actually, you know what? I got a special tool just for this. Literally, it's called spreader. Oh. That's the brownie. It's thick. Let's go 20 minutes, 350. And we'll see what it's all said and done. I got a fucking mess over here. Damn, that brownie mix is good. Should have scraped the rest of it. Now I'm gonna eat it. Get salmonella. Now I think next time I do that, I'll add a little bit more butter and maybe vanilla, just to give it that a smoother, more liquid type of consistency, because that was thick. I don't know. We're about to find out. All right, so what do we got? We got Grass. First time watching you. It's great to be honest. I appreciated that. Brownies. Let's see, what are these other things we got going on over here? Start a poll, creator tools. I got more tools? Oh no, just poll for now. What is this? Oh, filters. No, we don't want that. Huh. All right. How do I get out of this? There we go. All right, so we got the brownies cooking. We need to clean this space up, make some wraps, call it a day. Actually, did I have somebody text me? Let's see. Technology. Paul and Judy, let's cancel this evening. Oh, wow. Why? No worries, because it looks like it's coming in waves. We almost had a full week. What is that? Apple Watch keyboard. I wonder how I could do keyboard input. How I could I talk through the chat like this? That would be cool. All right, let me clean this up. If anybody has any questions, anything on their mind, want to yell at me, by all means, let me know. Butter's all over the place. And so we're waiting for these brownies to cook. We have 18 minutes, but I want to show you. We did our smashed potatoes, right? So look at that, nice little smashed potato. We have our buffalo chicken flatbread, which should be ready to cut in store right now. So we have our buffalo chicken flatbread, and that's a buffalo base. I didn't marinate the chicken. Our smashed potatoes. You can see our pickled red onions started to actually change colors, so that's great. So that's good. That can get a lid put away. Of course, this is the one that is too big. And this is something good because you can hold for probably 2 weeks because it's pickled. The vinegar, the sugar, the salt, as long as it is in an airtight container. And these are great, like eggs, sandwiches, burritos, wraps, you name it, whatever you can throw. If you like onions, pickled onions are the way to go. You could do this with peppers too. And if we want to get more involved, I could, whenever the later streams, I'll tell you exactly how to do this whenever I'm a little bit more prepared, but this is just more or less an experiment. I've been at it for, damn, almost 2 hours, and I still have 40% battery left. Ah, look at that. So we did, what did we do today? We did breakfast burritos. We did the flatbread. We did, what else did we do? I want to make, since I have this butter out, let's make some garlic butter. Yeah. Get a little container. This butter's still, do I have any that's still, oh, this one is. Room temperature butter when you're doing the garlic butter. Then, being that we're gonna store this for a couple of days, do about a quarter chunk of that. And this is my favorite garlic butter. Is so simple, right? Get your butter, get some pepper. Now, these are the main ingredients, if I can remember where the hell I put it all. You need onion powder. Need onion powder. So give yourself a little drizzle, a little sprinkle. And this looks good, so I'm going to use this too. It's this little garlic herb mix. Throw that in there. Some oregano. A little bit of crushed red pepper. And I do not know what I did with my garlic salt, because that would be the next. Yeah, that would be the next thing. So, traditional salt. Let's blend that all together. And with this, you're just more or less mashing it to the side. You can see a little garlic butter coming together here. That's pretty much all there is to it. So, the best. And let's just make a couple garlic bread. Like we are. Just spreading that nice and easy. You see I'm using the bottom of the spoon? It's a little hack. And then pretty much it. We are gonna get some mozzarella. We're going to take our flatbread off. And we're going to put our garlic bread on that same pan. Being that we are baking, I don't want to put the stuff into the... Hey, Grass, well, thanks for sticking around, man. I appreciate it. And hopefully I can see you on the next time we do this, man. I really do appreciate it. We are going to be using this, put it in the oven. Now, I don't like messing with the baking times, opening up the oven with the baking, but oh well. Would you look at that? So I had at one point 12 concurrent people. A random just. So I now that's the so this what really got me was looking at these like shorts. I guess there's two difference when you go live normal YouTube or you can go live shorts. Which means shorts do blah 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 blah. I'm like, I don't know this guy who's just live. He's been there for it's been about an hour. He's been there for 100 days watching messaging. So I'm like, huh. Maybe there is something to the live streams. And then I think too is you could be more it's more IRL and I could be more myself. Whereas more like it's not scripted on video. I think that's maybe rather than like this guy. So I think I might have to do this more often. And I mean I don't know if the audio, it's just through the phone. You know what I mean? So I feel like if I would actually play with it a little bit more, it could be something. You know what I mean? That's it. I'll try to do all. Just like what I say with people with exercise and fitness. You don't want to bite off the whole cookie. You want to take a little bite here, a little bite there. That makes sense.